It's Carol. So recently I decided that I wanted to do a lot more art and drawing videos on this channel. It's something that I've always loved doing, and I've been wanting to showcase it more on my channel than I have in the past. I think of it as a really healing activity and something to help me de-stress. And I use this channel to document my life, so I also wanted to document my art journey. Personally, I do a lot more traditional art. I love going out and buying sketchbooks and filling them in, and once everything's said and done, having that sketchbook and being able to physically flip through all the pages and see how my art has progressed. But I do really like trying new things. I have done digital work in the past, and I like to play around with it to hopefully improve on my digital art. I come from a graphic design background. It's what I majored in university and completed my undergrad in, and that's part of the reason why I want to improve my digital skills. Illustration has just always been something that I enjoy doing on my downtime, just for fun. And now that I've graduated, I have a lot more time to do it. The majority of the art that I do is fan art. I really like referencing pre-existing characters from anime and other shows that I like to watch, as well as K-pop idols. It's just what I like to do. I tend to just draw faces, heads, and like the bust of people. I'm not too great at anatomy. I've never really taken a proper art class, so it's definitely something that I want to work on and will hopefully get better with in the future. But yeah, I tend to draw a lot of faces. I think my art journey started when I was in middle school. I've always enjoyed, going to art class in school, but I don't think it was until 7th grade that I really discovered how much I love to draw. I was a huge fan of anime back when I was in grade 7 and 8, and I still am to this day, and I think it's what really inspired me to start drawing, and it's just been like that ever since. I don't think I'd say that I have an art style completely figured out. It's certainly not something that I had set out to create for myself. I didn't choose to exaggerate certain features in my art or draw in any certain way, but as I drew more and more, obviously you just naturally create your own style, and I think that style is a lot more prevalent when I do traditional drawings rather than when I do digital drawings. And of course that makes sense because I've had so much more experience doing traditional art rather than digital art. I only just recently decided that I wanted to try doing more digital work after dabbling in it every so often these past couple of years. So I haven't quite figured out how I want to do, my line art, how I like to do shading, what types of color palettes that I like to go for. None of that has been figured out yet, but I think eventually, as I do more of it, obviously, I will have a style that will develop naturally. I also like working with paint. Usually I prefer working with water paints, watercolors, but recently I've started using acrylics, and that has been really fun too. I just really like testing out different mediums and exploring with different mediums to just see what I can create. Something else that I've been interested in trying is creating OCs. I mean, I've definitely made OCs in the past, but I really only built up things like their personality, their background, things in that sense, but I never really built up appearances for my OCs because I would use things like face claims. So I think it could be fun to create physical appearances for the OCs that I've created in the past. Coming from a creative background, it's it's made me realize that everyone is on their own journey when it comes to all of their creative endeavors, and it really hit me when I was in school and I was surrounded by other designers and people who were really passionate about the things that they created. It's super easy to start comparing yourself to those around you, especially if your peers are incredibly talented. But I think once I came to realize that, it really helped me in changing my mindset to make me want to improve for myself rather than simply wanting to improve to catch up with others. So with that being said, if you enjoy art and drawing, I hope you consider subscribing and joining me on all of my creative endeavors. Bye!